He's not coming back under any circumstances. Dillon
That's
Brooks.
Josh's.
That's wild.
Bro, that tweet was crazy.
I cannot believe
That's a
they said no circumstances. Like even if he wants a minimum contract, you're like, nah, fuck that.
Well, I heard that they're in
If we
talks
the
the
last
whole
niggas on
year with
earth,
an extension.
What's
Did you
up?
say more?
said if we the last niggas on earth, I'm getting time for that nigga.
Basically, that's what
No,
they
he's
said.
gonna sign.
Ni hao.
Oh,
Ni hao.
You know, it feels scapegoaty though. It feels scapegoaty. Like the team didn't play well. Like you got bigger
that's
problems. You got injuries. It's like you can't. You're gonna put this all on Dillon Brooks. No doubt he was an idiot, but at the same time, like you can't just say, "Oh, basically it's all your fault. We can't bring you back." Like your star
Yeah, I don't
player is
think it was-
not vocal enough either.
Yeah,
vocal for the
whole
wrong
culture
reasons.
is kind of messed up there. They're all like young. Shoot, Jaws, the gun situation speaks to how the team truly is.
That's what I'm saying. If your
How young
leaders
they are.
like that, the rest of the players are gonna be like, "Oh, this shit is okay to do. Our motherfucking best player does it. He's cool." Like you can't
Yeah.
do
What
that.
I don't even
did
think Jimmy. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. I don't even think that Dillon Brooks was a scapegoat. I think it was the timing of when it was said. Like obviously they're gonna, obviously they're gonna say it when Sham saying that when after they lose the series is kind of bad, and like I saw his agent was going after him too, saying, "Oh, why do NBA players talk to him?" I mean, but that's someone else in the organization saying that. It's not Sham saying it, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't like about the Grizzlies? Like I noticed that I forgot what game it was. It might have been one or two. It might have been one. But like I think Ja when he fell in, remember he fell in his hand again? Like
Yeah,
in one of the games? And it's just, I remember one of the interviews he was like, "Oh, like with everything that's been going on this year, I'm not even surprised no more." I'm like, bro, like you just like it felt like he wanted niggas to feel sorry for him. I'm like, that's not the type
yeah.
of attitude a leader should have. Like you should be trying to,
Exactly.
like rally niggas up, like like we can overcome whatever. But they're like, oh, he's like, oh, like with everything that's happened to me, I'm not even surprised. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
nigga,
like
it's not like
just take blame for the actions. Like all the actions
like,
occurred is on him. Besides the injury, of course. Like you can't take that, but all the off-court actions and like even not being prepared for games or on the road because they're like outside too much and they have to even implement like people not going out.
rules.
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Then I think I heard that the reason why they're not going to sign him again is because they've been talking all year about an extension and they couldn't get to an agreement.
He
That
wants a
ultimately
bigger
is why,
role.
but the timing.
He said he wants more shots.
Yeah.
And they're like,
That's
nah, the shots you got here, you couldn't even hit them. So why would we give you more? Which makes sense for
Exactly.
them, but also at the same time, again, under any like I thought, if you pick up somebody with all the draft picks you got, maybe make a trade for like an OG or something, like boost that wing position. Dillon could come off the bench and like now you don't really care about his shooting as much because it's like he's not your primary 3-and-D guy. But it's like they're like, nah, we under no circumstances, and he I guess thinks he's Mikal Bridges or something. I don't know what he thinks. I don't know what team's gonna give him the shots. Like where's he gonna go and get shots? Fucking Houston.
Nowhere.
Well, you
China.
don't want
He's
him
gonna go to
for-
China.
Yeah, you don't
I
want him
think
for
we
his
gotta look
shots.
at
You want him
China.
for his. You want him for his competitive nature and then like the trash talking. That's gonna get you paid somewhere.
Well,
like,
I don't know if you want
Miami would
that
make the
because he
destination
doesn't
for him.
even back it up. He just says I'm out when the going gets tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but
He's like a
having a
super
teammate,
four
though.
man Patrick
Good
Beverly.
teammate.
He just doesn't bring anything.
at least
though.
Patrick Beverly still
30%
talks.
is bad, Hassan.
Okay, we were forgetting that he averaged like 26 a couple years ago in the playoffs.
Bro,
Like,
one
it's not-
playoff series does not justify your whole career, by the way. Him shooting 30% in a season is bad, Hassan.
Yeah, like, he's
Hassan, he
capable
shot
of scoring over
30%
20,
field
dude.
goal.
Okay, people can't go on bad stretches. Jordan Poole's playing terrible right now. He's getting paid 35
He had
million
a good
next
game
year.
one. Don't even say that.
Yeah.
He's been playing terrible the whole playoffs besides one game. Like, come on. And then last series, a big part of why they won a championship. So people have bad stretches. You can't just say, "Oh, he did bad here," and make him the scapegoat for that certain situation in that series. Like, it's kind of lame as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I think you'll get opportunity somewhere else though. I think you'll.
I just don't know what's gonna give him
Houston
more
could
shots.
be a good. Oh, he's not gonna get that type of role. Hell no. He'll get money for like being an enforcer type of thing.
I would have been more confident in him getting a role if they hadn't said that shit. If they would have just let him go, like I'm sure somebody would have I
I don't think it hurts his
they'd be more inclined.
capital for other teams. I don't think it hurts it at all. I think he still has value for other teams.
Because it's just
Why?
Because that raises. I forgot who I heard. I was listening to the show today. Like it raises like you're just gonna start thinking, okay, what that nigga do?
Like his locker room presence. Like, is he a good teammate type of thing?
Yeah, like you're gonna start thinking about what could this nigga possibly done to make these niggas that mad? Like,
And
and
they
then
said it was contract extension talk. Like they couldn't find a deal, but shoot, the timing was very
like,
bad.
but the word, the wording is like you could tell it's
Yeah.
obviously malicious. Like
Yeah, exactly.
if someone actually had said that,
Yeah, no
there's some type of,
circumstances is
malicious-
crazy.
him
Like, why would you
being-
let that go out? Like, that's just not. That's not.
Yeah, like
It looks. I know it could. They probably
Yes.
don't mean it, but it just looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it probably didn't
Yeah.
even come from like a nigga high up. It probably just somebody heard, I heard this, but like they're gonna report
Nah,
it.
I mean, like if Shams is tweeting it, someone from the organization that's like a good source. So not coming from him.
But it's still hearsay. Like I don't think, like it's not the GM. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not an executive over telling Shams. Like it's a nigga
Yeah, but
who
it's
heard
still
the
a source.
executive say something, or like it's a nigga
Yeah.
who heard something and he interpret. People are gonna interpret it their own way. He could have been like, oh, you know what, like. We don't like the executive could have been like, we don't really see a route that would have us bringing him back,
Yeah.
The other nigga
that
could
was-
have been like, oh, he said under no circumstances that he gonna come back, like
Yeah,
It could
it's
just
the way
be
that
like-
it said it is good for clicks. Put it like that.
yeah, like
JJ Redick said it perfectly. He's like, why are we doing this to draw engagement during like the playoffs, like randomly?